Hey guys, how's it going? It's Calvin Raab, and I hope you're having an awesome day today. And in this video, I'm going to talk about mortgage qualifications. Specifically, different things that you can do to up your chances of getting that dream mortgage or kind of that dream home and dream mortgage by extension of that. So oftentimes when it comes to mortgages, it always seems like a gray area. People don't really know if they're going to get approved, and oftentimes if they just get a yes or no, they don't really know what they should do or anything like that. So in this video, I have 5 different tips for you surrounding mortgage qualifications, different things that can help you get qualified for that next loan. So these aren't in any particular order, so let's jump into it and let's help you get that home or that mortgage that you really want. The first tip that I have for you is avoid big purchases. Now, I don't mean avoid it your entire life, but in the months leading up when you're trying to qualify for a mortgage, I would refrain from making any unusual or big purchases. You know, a very expensive TV or a pool or anything like that that is out of the ordinary. Because when underwriters are looking through your expenses and what you've done with your money, they want to see consistency. They don't want to see a lot of big expenses thrown up all over the place, because then they're like, all right, if they've done that, they're probably going to do it in the future. And it's a little bit harder to judge your finances, because if you have all these crazy purchases all over the place, they are not going to see you as being very responsible with your money. So you want to keep your spending consistent, try to keep it, no crazy purchases here and there, and that way the underwriter can have more trust in you. So in the months leading up to it, don't make any big, unusual, crazy purchases. Tip number 2 I have for you is use Mortgage Number. Now, Mortgage Number is a website. You can get there at mortgagenumber.com, but it is a website that will allow you to see whether or not you will be approved for a specific mortgage. And the great thing is, it doesn't just say yes or no, it gives you really a breakdown, and you can kind of play with the numbers a little bit to see what it would take in order to get approved for that mortgage that you would like. So rather than kind of explaining the whole system here to you right now, I actually want to go and jump into the website and go over, just look at it quickly, just so I can show you how it works, because it is a really, really cool website. So without further ado, let's quickly jump on over to that website. I will kind of put myself in the website, and then we'll jump right back to this studio, and we will go over the remaining 3 tips I have for you. So let's get to it. All right, so here we are at mortgagenumber.com, and it is now time to see if you do qualify for that loan that you want. So you can click on pre-qualify here at mortgagenumber.com and input your annual income. This is going to be your gross income, and if you are self-employed, then it's going to be your net income. You can have the estimated home value, input that here, meaning how much is this property going to cost, and then how much would you like to put down? 20%, 3%, 5%. You can see the total loan amount is changing because you're changing the amount that you're going to put down. For this example, let's just do 20%. Now that's the total loan amount, and then if you have any monthly debt payments. This isn't all the payments that you have every single month, but these would be debt specific. So if you have anything like minimum credit card payments, or if you have any personal loans that you've taken out, any credit card loans or credit card payments that you're paying, or student loan payments or anything like that, that would be included down here. And here's your credit score. If you don't know your credit score, you can check out Credit Karma and you can figure out what that is. Then the type of residence or type of property that this is it single family? Is it a townhouse? Is it a condo? And then down here, property. Is this going to be your primary residence? Is it a second home? Is it an investment? All of these, no matter what you choose, underwriters look at them differently, and your number will be different depending on which one you choose. So after you input all your information here, you can now click Result. And that will bring you to Mortgage Number's result page. And this is pretty cool. Here you have your dial, which is your personalized mortgage number, and then there's associated colors along with it. So the number itself goes from 375 to 1,000, and you want to try to get as close as you can to that 1,000. And then you want to have this green, you can think of this as like a progress bar, as far over as you can. And here are your weaknesses down below and your strengths. And the cool thing is, this isn't set in stone. So you inputted your information here, but you can change that. So maybe you want to up that number. Maybe if you upped your income a little bit, say just another $5,000 per year, or if you lowered your debt down to $200 every single month. And you can see here, our mortgage number is now changed. We're now at $894. So we have an even better shot at getting pre-qualified for this mortgage that we want. For full disclosure, this is a sponsored video. Mortgage Number is sponsoring this video, but as you guys know, anyone who is going to sponsor me, they are going to be companies that I use. So Mortgage Number reached out to me, and Mortgage Number is a website that I do use, and the main reason for using it is just due to the fact that there's nothing else really like that. You know, where else can you get a personalized number like this without a lot of just personal information or meetings or anything like that? That is Mortgage Number. Again, if you have any questions, I know this company pretty well, so let me know in the comments below and I'll be looking through there. So if you guys like, after this video, you can head on over to mortgagenumber.com. I've got their link in the description below. You can head on over there and figure out what can you qualify for, or if you want a specific loan, what do you have to do to get there? So that will wrap it up. Let's now head on back to the studio and let's figure out a few other things that you can do just to add more of a cherry on top. What can you do to really get approved for that next mortgage? So thank you for sticking around for this part, and let's carry on with this video. And signing out from Mortgage Number, it's Calvin Raab. So let's continue. Thanks, guys. All right, we're back. And the third tip that I have for you is learn about the mortgage process. And what I mean by this is learn from a lender's perspective. Learn what the underwriters are doing and what they're really looking at, and learn how this process works all together. So you can actually do that on Mortgage Number. There's a whole research side to it if you hit the logo in the upper right-hand corner. But other than that, just do a simple Google search into what are lenders looking for, you know, how is this process working, and, you know, differences between different banks. You know, you may want to research smaller banks and big banks, seeing if some will qualify you, others won't, because different banks have different risk tolerance and different things like that. So the whole thing here is just don't go in blind. Learn as much as you can, because it really isn't that complicated. It seems a little intimidating at first, but once you start learning about the process, it isn't the most complicated thing in the world. So learn, and that way you can start to think like an underwriter as well. I think that's something that will really help you as well. So this tip is all about learning as much as you can, doing your homework for getting approved for that mortgage. The tip number 4 that I have for you is make a large down payment. So the reason that this can help you qualify is because banks that are giving you money, they want to see that you have skin in the game. So if I went to go and get a mortgage, I'm like, yeah, I'm only going to put like 5% down. They're like, man, you're taking a loan for 95% of the value. Like, if this house, if you can start to not pay this amount, you don't have that much you don't have much skin in the game. Whereas if I come in saying, hey, I'm gonna put 40, 50% down, then they'll view me in such a way that they're like, all right, this person is all in on this. They have a lot of money in it. You know, our loan is only really covering half of it. So the bank's money is really only covering half of that loan. So it makes you look more trustworthy because you have a lot more of a down payment in there. You know, on average, people will do about 20%, although you can do less and you can do more, but the larger the down payment, the more skin you have in the game. The banks like that, and they'll be more confident in you. The 5th tip that I have for you is pay attention to your debt to income ratio. So what this is it's on a monthly amount. So it's the amount that you pay towards debt every single month divided by your total income for that month. And this percentage goes to show how much of your money goes towards debt every single month. And this is a very important number for underwriters because they want to see how much of your money is going towards debt. You know, maybe you make a lot, but you got a lot of debt that you're paying every single month, and then that way you have a high debt to income ratio. So you can work on lowering this ratio by either upping your income or lowering how much you're going to pay in debt by paying off whatever you're paying. Like maybe it's a credit card, paying off the credit card or anything like that. So pay attention to that amount, try to lower it. There's multiple different ways that you can do it, but that is a very important ratio when it comes to getting approved for a mortgage, and underwriters will put a significant amount of importance on that ratio. So because you made it to the end of the video, you made it through those 5, I just kind of wanted to give you a little bonus. So the bonus one here is get organized. And what I mean by this is get everything that you need in order to get approved for a mortgage. So don't just walk into a bank with wanting to get a mortgage and you have like no paperwork with you. So get organized. Get your different W-2s in order, whether it be payment stubs or any other paperwork that may be necessary. Of course, this can be found out in your research side of things. Just get everything organized. Really, this will just help you mentally in that. It will take a lot of the headache away, you know. If you have everything in order, you can just give it to them and they can pretty easily see if you can get approved or not. Whereas it's a little tougher if you're like, oh, you need this, then you're running, you're trying to find it, you don't know where it is. So this will just really help with getting approved. I recommend getting pre-approved. That way, even an underwriter can pre-approve you. Then you know that you are going to get approved for that mortgage. That way, when you find that dream house, you know I can get that, you know, because you already have that pre-approval ready. You know, you don't have to find a place, then try to get approved, then maybe you don't get approved. That's just a rough situation. Get organized, you can get a pre-approval letter, and then you'll be that much closer to getting that dream home or that dream property. All right, so that will wrap it up. I hope those 5 tips plus that little bonus one at the end was helpful for you. I hope you learned something about getting approved. And, you know, after all this, you can just pump in your information into Mortgage Number and see what your approval odds are. So I recommend doing that. That's something that I do quite a bit. But that will round out this video. I'm sure there are other tips that are out there. So these were just 5 plus a little bonus at the end. But if you have any other tips for getting approved, you know, maybe there's something that you did that you're always going to do now when it comes to getting approved. So just let me know in the comments below. I'll be going through there. Plus, people watching this video, they're probably going to be people that are trying to get approved for a mortgage. So maybe your comment can help them out. So let us know down there. I look forward to talking to you guys. This is a very important topic and I'm very interested in it because I'm, you know, getting into real estate investing and starting to see what I can and cannot qualify for. So this is something that I'm certainly interested in and I'm hoping you are as well. So let's have a good conversation down there. But for now, that will wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. As always, my name is Calvin Raab, and I'll see you soon. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Congratulations. So I'm gonna move to the corner of your screen here. If you look in the upper left-hand corner, you are gonna see my most recent video. And if you look in the lower left-hand corner, you're gonna see a video that YouTube and I each think that you would like. And if you haven't yet, you can hit my face right here and subscribe. As always, my name is Calvin Raab, and I'll see you soon.